Are you guys tired of getting ran on for 200, 300, 400, 500 yards a game? Are you tired of them armbarring you in the backfield when you only have one help support defender for the run game? Today, as you see, I'm going to be showing you the best run defense. It shoots the quarterback on stretches. It gets in that gap before they can hand it off. Guys, I'm proud to bring you the best run defense in the game, and it's not even close.
Guys, if you want the cheapest Madden Ultimate Team coins, go to redzonecoins.com. Use code JTibbs for 25% off your order.
YouTube, what is happening? JTibbs here. Now, from the intro, you probably are wondering, how is he running that run defense? How does it work? And does it work online? Will it work in Ultimate Team? The answer is yes for everything. I'm going to be showing you two versions today, and yes, I know my hair is long, laugh it up, but I'm getting a haircut soon, so you guys want anything to laugh at except this beautiful face. But anyway, guys, today I'm going to be showing you pretty much a defense that works in a NFL Live playbook, and also a defense that works in any team playbook, or pretty much a 4-3 playbook. Now let's get into it. Alright guys, so here we are in practice mode. Now, I am going to be showing you this in the NFL Live playbook. So like I said, there are two versions to this. One is an NFL Live playbook. Unfortunately, this formation cannot be used in MUT or just a regular NFL playbook, but I am in the Chicago Bears defensive playbook, the NFL Live turned on. So, the play is obviously out of the 4-3 even 6-1. It's a very good defense. It's stopping many runs. The play is called Sam Blitz 3. Now, you guys are going to really like this because against the stretch, it absolutely annihilates it. First, we're going to spread our D-line, blitz our linebackers, press. We're going to contain, and we're going to move this guy back a little bit. We don't want him going too far back. I like keeping him right there as long as he's a little bit close to the play. Or if you'd like, you can move him over to the right a little bit. Now, I'm going to move Heath in the box right here and just watch Leighton Vander Esch right there on the end. He's going to shoot the gap and sometimes even sack the quarterback before the handoff. As you see right there, boom! Ends up getting shot, completely annihilated, not even going anywhere. So we'll do it again. So spread our D-line, crash our linebackers down, blitz them all. And you guys see I'm going to move him over just a little bit. Leighton Vander Esch again is going to shoot the gap, and this stretch is going to be blown up in the backfield. And as you see right here, it actually kind of got good blocking, but I believe I forgot to spread my D-line, so I will do it one more time. So spread them, pinch, there we go. You want to make sure you get him in the box. Move him over a little bit. You can put Heath outside here, and then I'm going to play around with Woods right here. And as you see right there, boom, we end up blowing it up in the backfield. If Vander Esch can get there a little bit quicker, it's a sack, but I'm going to go into instant replay and show you why this works. As you guys see right here, we're kind of overloading one side. Now, obviously, this is going to confuse the line to where Vander Esch is going to shoot the gap and almost get a sack right here. And this is very important because this not only will scare your opponent. Literally, if I'm running the ball and I see that, I'm just trying to run as far as I can to the outside. Now, he's not going to be able to get there because once he gets the ball, he's going to be warped into a tackle by Vander Esch. And obviously, we also have Heath outside about to blow it up. So we have two run stoppers pretty much right there. We have our strong safety coming down in the box, and then we have Vander Esch shooting the gap. Now, I'm going to show you guys this against the dive and how to stop it as well. Against an ISO or AKA dive, same thing, spread your D-line, blitz all linebackers, press. What you're going to do is you're going to move Smith right here. Sometimes what I'll even do is I'll move him out a little bit over to the right side, and then I'll kind of just reinforce with Woods. As you guys are going to see right here, he's going to get a little bit of a gap shoot right there. Now, Jalen Smith is very good at doing that, and I will do it again. There we go, boom. Move him back just a little bit. And sometimes what I'll even do is I'll move him over to the left just a tad bit. Now, this gap shoot is going to happen very well because of the position he's in. And as you guys see right here, he's going to shoot completely free. Use check is not going to know who to, pretty much block because we have some guys shedding on the line. And it's going to make it very difficult for Coleman to get by that secondary. Now, again, I will run it one more time. Halfback ISO, spread D-line, blitz our linebacker, crash them all down to contain. And you guys are going to see I'm going to move them out a little bit to the left. That's perfect. And if you want, you could actually move this linebacker out just in case they want to run stretch to the left, which I'll show you how to guard if they flip it. But you guys see right there, again, we're going to get a nice little gap shoot right there. And again, I can shoot that gap with my safety. We have the outside cutoff. We have contains. The only way he's going to get to the outside is if he can somehow squeeze between these 4 down linemen. This is why this is a lot better than a 3-4 opposed to this 4-3 we're running. Because we have 4 down linemen and extra linemen, which makes it a lot harder to run through because they're in a set down stance. Now, getting into the stretch, if we flip it, you guys are probably wondering what I do. Well, sometimes you could obviously flip the play. It does help. But what I'll go ahead and do is I'll actually, sometimes instead of flipping the play, as you guys see, I'll just kind of run it with the flip play, and it does work just as well, if not better. I can shoot the gap right there with Mr. Heath. But if they end up flipping the play, so they end up flipping the run, and then they motion over, what I'll end up going ahead and doing is I'll set it up the same, but what I'll go ahead and do is I'll unbaseline, so I'll press regularly so I can get this guy in the box. Go ahead and put Woods in a spy, and I'll use the opposite guy. Now, obviously, they could probably run it to my side, but again, we have run defense set up to the right to where it's not going to be able. So if they run it to the left, I have the responsibility of getting to that outside. Now, I have to go ahead and fill that gap right there. That's my responsibility, but we also have second reinforcement right there with our corner. Again, it does look promising, but if you can get your user there in time and go ahead and do that, you're going to have really, really good success. So again, I'm going to go ahead and set this thing up. There we go. And here it is. All right, so they're going to go ahead and flip the run. Let's say I bring him in the box, and they see my user come over here with Heath, and they're like, okay, we're just going to flip it back, that kind of thing. Well, it's going to get blown up again because I'm going to be able to get to the outside. Obviously, right there, I didn't do a very good job of doing that. That's completely my fault. But again, you live and you learn. So, again, I'm going to do the same thing. Let me go ahead and move him actually right here. All right, boom. So you can actually go ahead and move him there. Again, I'm going to probably keep Heath right here. I always like to keep him there instead of the middle of the field because it will mess up the blitz angle. So I like to keep him to the outside of the guy. And if they flip it, that's cool. They see my user is over here. They're going to be like, okay, we're going to attack the user. Well, it's not going to work, buddy. I'm going to get a nice gap shoot. We end up getting a quarterback sack with Mr. Leighton Vander Esch. So the only bad part about this thing is that this is in a NFL Live playbook, which absolutely stinks. And NFL Live playbooks are awesome to use in regs, don't get me wrong. I'm not sure if you use them in CFMs. I'm not sure. My CFM guys, drop in the comment section down below. Let me know if you can. But I'm going to be showing you a defense you can use in MUT. And yes, it's also an NFL Live playbook. But this is something else that you can also use because I just didn't want to just find something that wasn't usable in MUT, which is a mode most of you guys play that watch my videos. So let's get into the non-MUT playbook. All right, so we're on the defensive side of the ball. This isn't any 4-3 formation or any 4-3 book. I'm in Cincinnati Bengals book. And we are going to be going to the play, corner blitz 3. Now, I've noticed a trend with a lot of run defenses that usually corner blitzes, for some weird reason, the line has always crashed one way. So it makes it very easy to go ahead and get those type of runs blown up, or I guess those type of plays blown up. Now, go to corner blitz, run it unflipped. Again, we're going to go to our, we'll go to H-wing. I believe they have a regular stretch in there, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Okay, so we're just going to go to our stretch, get our ISO in there as well, and get our wing ISO in there as well. Okay, first off, we're going to go against the stretch. Now, you guys are going to see against this stretch, obviously, even if I do put a motion out there, it's going to be blown up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to base align, I'm going to blitz all linebackers, I'm going to press, and I'm going to go ahead and spread my D-line. Now, you can go ahead and do different things, but what I like to do is I like to go ahead and put that corner in outside third, bring Jaquiski Tart down there, and then use reward. And as you guys are going to see right here, we're going to have it blown up in the backfield. Now, again, our linebacker was in the backfield right there, but didn't make a play. But if you have someone a little bit faster, I promise, or if you can click on, you'll get there. Let's go into instant replay and check this one out as well. So you guys see, we end up shooting the gap again. He ends up looping around. I don't know what it is, but that linebacker's always going to loop around. That just makes no sense to me. I don't know how he's not tackling him there. But again, it is Madden, so you gotta expect the unexpected. Good block, I guess, by Tyron Smith. Can't get out there, and I believe that's Quan Alexander. Yeah, it's Quan Alexander. That's a shame, but still, it makes for a really, really easy run stop. Again, I will show you it one more time, but I'll show you another way you can do it to where you'll never miss another tackle. So baseline, blitz all linebackers, press, spread D-line, contain. After I deep quarter that guy, I like to contain again. And again, if you're going to run it to the right, you guys are going to see I'm actually going to user this man right here, Quan Alexander. I'm going to not touch anything on the controller, but I'm going to user him, and he is going to shoot the gap right there for me. Now, I shouldn't probably have moved him out too far, like right there. Probably want to leave him alone, so I'll go ahead and do that one more time. So again, you don't have to spread the line on this. You guys can do what you want, but sometimes I like to do it. I'll usually go ahead and right there, boom, I'm able to actually go ahead and shoot that gap myself. But that's one way to stop the stretch out of this. But another guaranteed way to stop the stretch out of this, if you know for a fact it's coming, this stops at 100%. Obviously, the other ways do stop it, but this one's every time. If you know the stretch is coming baseline, blitz all linebackers, press your D-line, or excuse me, press, shift your line to the right, or this way you think the stretch is coming. And you guys are going to see right here, he is going to absolutely shoot that gap like crazy. Excuse me, he actually ended up getting caught up, but still, you're going to end up having a really, really good chance at shooting gaps with your players. Make sure those linebackers, however, get in the box. And you don't have to always, like I say, you don't have to always, spread your D-line. You can kind of keep them like that, and to where you're going to get really good sheds regardless, because that looper is going to attract the lineman. He's going to drop back, and then other linemen's responsibilities are going to be broken down. So again, I'm going to go ahead and baseline press. And it kind of sucks that my linebacker isn't moving over, but we'll go ahead and do without it. Again, I always like to make sure that this safety is to the outside, because if he's inside, it kind of messes up with the blitz angle. Go ahead and do that, and you guys are going to see. I'm going to run this ball, get in the backfield, boom, easy stop, easy as 1, 2, 3. All right, against the dive, I'm going to run a dive right here. I like to do the same thing, baseline, do all this, bring him down in the box, and then again, I'll bring him to the outside. Now you got to watch out for the stretch. You don't want to get hit with a stretch to the left if they end up flipping it, so make sure you're always aware with your user. But again, you want to make sure you move that middle linebacker back like that, like the one standing in the gap. So on the stretches, you can move him back. So I'll show you again on the stretches. You can move him back, like this guy right here. You end up moving back right there. If his back is turned, that's even better. It means that he's going to have a better chance at shooting that gap on the inside zone. I don't know, though. It's just a pet peeve of mine to where, like, right there, he ends up making a really good tackle play, even though he ended up missing it. It's a good pursuit angle by Mr. Fred Warner, but still. So, baseline, blitz all linebackers, press until they're on the line, and then spread D-line. Now, what I like to do against the dives, because dives are a little bit, annoying to stop in a way, is I will bring this guy to the outside and put him in a spy. Now, what putting him in a spy does, it creates a run fit to where he's going to shoot that gap. Obviously, the outside guy, I can put him in an outside third, but since there's no one over there, I'm going to leave him alone and leave him on a blitzing angle. Now, with this dive, I'm going to wait with Mr. Ward right here. I'm going to go ahead and shoot that gap right there. Now, obviously, he got a good relief block, but if that's the case, what you're going to go ahead and do, and you're going to see how I adjust here with this run, is I'm going to go ahead, bring him in the box, spread D-line, and then I'm going to go ahead and move Warner back a little bit like that. Now, I want him facing this time, and I'll put Jaquiski Tart in a run fit, and then I'll put the outside third just to make you guys happy. Now, obviously, I'm watching for a swing pass, I'm watching for the RPO, but also at the same time, I'm watching for a regular pass and a run. So, again, right here, boom, and you see we get the gap shoot right there from our other linebacker, Greenlaw. I want to go ahead, again, I know I'm showing you a lot of instant replays, but I want you guys to understand why this defense works so efficiently and effectively against the run. Again, against a dive, you'd think this is wide open. Even though we're stacking the box, you see there's literally a huge gap there. You'd think we'd be able to block this. But again, we get a nice little quick shed. We have Boza coming off the end, which is always it's not always a good thing for running back if you see that man coming in the backfield. But we get the quick shed. Now, obviously, if his fullback ends up making that block, I'd probably end up hitting him in the backfield for a loss like he just got there. However, if that fullback, or I guess that lineman right there, can hold his block, looks like we're in trouble, but again, we're not, as I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to do the same thing. Actually, I'm going to try and actually get blocked this time. So, I'm going to do the same thing. Fred Warner's going to be ready to make the tackle. Again, if you get a linebacker to stand up, that's even better. It just means that that play is going to be weirder with the blitz angle. And again, I'm going to go ahead and just shoot the gap. And you guys see right there, we have dudes coming off the end. So you see Boza coming off the end. That receiver, unless he's motioned over, is not going to make that block. Now again, with the stretches, it's very easy, very simple. I like to just go ahead and baseline, blitz all linebackers, and that's it right there. And then bring him to the outside of the box, just so the blitz comes in a little bit better. Now again, you guys are going to see, we're going to get the gap shoot, and if not, we're going to get a really nice shed right there. So, again, I like to make sure the linebacker's kind of set up before I end up pressing them right here. And again, we're going to go ahead and set this up. Boom, boom, boom. So just showing you guys it works. Again, I can stand in this gap if I want and draw the attention of an extra lineman. But again, you never know. I know I'm saying again a lot of times, geez. However, if they end up passing the ball and I'm in this gap, I mean, I'm kind of at a disadvantage even though I am stalling out for the run. it's not the best look in my opinion. I don't think that you should stall out for the run like this right here. Not a good thing unless you know for a fact they're running the ball, because right here I'm screwed on the left side. However, this is not going to go for anything unless my linebacker absolutely completely misses. I'm able to shoot back and make a one-on-one tackle. Obviously, if he ends up R-barring me, spinning me out, whatever, I have reinforcement coming behind, because that extra move is going to slow them down. I'm going to have that person coming from behind and dragging them down. I've showed you all different kinds of runs. However, I want to show you one more run. And I know this video is running a little bit longer than expected. However, I want to show you against an RPO how this run defense runs. As you can see, here's an RPO. I'm going to set it up the same way. I'm going to baseline, blitz all linebackers, spread D-line, crash out, and contain. Now, what I like to do, again, is bring Tart in the box. But again, if I think an RPO is coming, I may just move this guy over to the direction it's coming. And you can do that a lot for the, stretches. So again, I'll shade inside. Here we go. We're going to call it. And you guys see I'm going to lead to the outside. And my containment should work right there as he ends up just air trucking me right there. However, one thing you can do to just make the RPO a little bit tougher for our opponent is if he's been hitting you a good amount with it, obviously you can go ahead and put Tart in a spy right here, so he ends up playing it a little better. Or if you want to be really risky, and sometimes I do recommend this against the runner, is blitzing the safety. Blitzing the safety obviously is going to create an extra blocker to take advantage of everything that's going on, and again, that's just Zeke being Zeke. However, we do have the run blown up in the backfield. RPOs are RPOs. They're going to be good regardless. You just have to hope to get outside containment, in my opinion. So what I'll do, again, is I'll go ahead and do this. And if they see that they're, pretty much not sure what's going to go on, they're not sure if this RPO will work, I'll move them back. Again, I'm just going to expect to stretch to the right, stretch to the left, power O, halfback blast, or even dive. So if they call a dive right here, I'm ready to go ahead and blow that thing up. Nothing going for Ezekiel Elliott. Sit down. The RPO is probably the only, I guess, kind of tiny weakness in this defense. Other than that, you see how it plays against stretches. You see how it plays against dives. This is the best run defense in the game. I don't care what anyone says. Give it a try for yourself, and I'd love to know how it works for you guys. All right, that was a bit of a long video. I didn't think that I would take it, or I guess stretch it on that long. However, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and making it worth, pretty much my while making this video. If I guess I can say that, you guys are the best. You guys always watch my stuff. You guys always give me good feedback, whether or constructive criticism, whatever it is. So I appreciate that. Ebook's is going to be coming probably in a couple days. I'm still working on it. Been a very, very busy and eventful week. Can't wait to get it to you guys. However, I'm signing off. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Leave a like if you're a returner or new guest. Guys, I will see you guys later. And as always, peace.